Stream element spot running emoji robot.
Yo.
$10 sub special when?
Yo, 10 sub special? Shit. I got a special video dropping tonight actually for the 10 sub special. It's gonna be great. 5 likes on the fucking short.
No way.
We like that. Yeah, you already know.
Already a banger.
Yes, sir. It's a short, so it's not a real video, but you know, it is still banging for sure. And I got a new headset, and we're getting the camera. New headset. I ordered one, so it's coming. I think even before the camera, we're gonna be the biggest YouTubers of all time. So.
W after
Oh
W after
God.
W.
Hold up. Where the fuck my ear? There we go. Shit, I forgot.
Today. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB and his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him.
I gotta get this shit on. There we go. 60.
But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out.
Pick it.
I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes
12
spectacular.
subs, we gained one. Let's
On
go.
first down at Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
Shit,
You know,
I played
Brandon,
this
when we
game
met with the
3 times.
coaching
The
staff,
first? Okay.
they kind of predicted that they
Nah,
would come
that guy's
out
gonna
firing
fucking
like this.
fix it right there.
I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in
The first
scouting,
time I
in
didn't even mean that we
preparation,
started,
and
I was
understanding what their
winning by
team
a
was
lot. That
capable
my
of.
other franchise.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that you're in 1-2 subs now. Emoji loudly crying face.
17-yard line.
I like that.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a hit. He lost the
Roblox
football.
campaign
Stafford
going
puts it on the
crazy.
ground.
Oh,
And
God,
the
it
Vikings
is.
pick up the
Those
football.
trucks are fire.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Steps away to his left.
Uh-oh.
He's going to take a shot right away.
Okay,
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception. But 2nd down.
That's like broken, which would be great because I just got a new one, so that'd be good timing. So I didn't even know.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down
This
conversion.
play's broken with you, bro. It's gonna be
And again, it's Mahomes.
every time.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. On the move past the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
Whoa, face mask.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Shit. When I get it.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah, Christian.
And he'll fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the goal line.
Hit the kid's ass.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
He looks weird.
Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Yo.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
Audio is got so loud, emoji loudly crying face.
Football right now, it is showing. The Vikings at 15-1 on the year.
Did you get new headphones?
It has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he certainly did.
I didn't, but what the fuck am I doing? Also, I think my mic might just be low. Yeah, my mic's just low as fuck. Okay. Also lower a little bit.
Did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's still dog, it's so loud.
So now,
What the hell? I got to this shit down like all the way. I just don't think it's going down on.
third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You got nothing. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
A little bit,
Brings
I
up
guess.
Fourth down,
But
solid coverage by the Bears D.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, good enough.
McCrane's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where
I
you
guess
kind of
that's
start
fine.
banking those points that come in helpful later on.
No run back here for
I
Jones,
still
a
turn
touchback.
down a little bit, but oh well.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now left side on the swing pass.
Joe went through him.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Stafford on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and of course you remember last week's game, such a close affair, that hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes.
What the heck?
And he rifles one incomplete.
Throw it
An
to him.
interesting
I
look
could make
there
that throw.
because
I
as
don't
soon
care
as
if
he
I'm
got
running.
outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Patrick.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is caught as Boyd. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Boyd, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
This is the last game, too. It doesn't even matter. Malcolm won.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A beautiful fake. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on second down, Stafford. Oh, this one taken in by Otten. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball for. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check,
Patrick?
isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Completes it to Samuel. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Forced out to his left.
Add him too. Fuck.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open
right in front of
now,
my eyes.
second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
Fuck.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's
actually no fucking
picked
way
up by
he just
Minka
picked that shit.
Fitzpatrick. And the Bears are going to take possession here. 33. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's got Otten. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Shit.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air, but his ability to break off those types of runs, you get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
They keep it with Penny on first down.
And
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down.
Please,
that fits
like
the bill.
Jerome.
A good run,
You
got
think
7
there's
on
no
first.
pick.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. And he finds Penny. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty,
No,
and
kick
those
the
are some
quarterback's
important
ass
yards
now. I
lost
swear
right
to
there.
fucking
Yeah, it all
God,
comes down to
Matthew.
discipline, doesn't it?
I
And
kill
every
you,
team
dog.
tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case,
The
it
fuck
slipped a
is
little bit.
that?
And
That
finding
animation
room
is
to
so
work, he's
bullshit
down
because
to
he
the
goes 10 more
2-yard
yards.
line.
After
53 yards
getting...
rushing for him now
I
to
can't
this
say that.
point. He's hit pay
But
dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Throw
y'all
left
fucking
side, hauled
suck.
in by Otten. Touchdown Bears! Cade Otten. A 2-yard
Bullshit.
touchdown grab. And the Bears are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back. This football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
First
We
play.
see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from
18
losing the
yard
battle
line.
to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is
Good
up
catch,
for
though.
that challenge here as things start to get more
But
interesting here in
every
the
guy.
second half. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen to
inside.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yes,
And this
sir.
is caught
Debo.
inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Debo Samuel, 36 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford's throw complete to
Come on, tackle him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being
cannot
brought
be
down.
hard.
Second and right at a yard. Back
Look at
now
how big
at
he is.
Soldier Field. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this will
How
be a
you can
Bears
teleport
first
6
down
more
as he'll
yards.
take this up to the 38-yard line. Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Stafford. They set up the screen to Penny. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On third down, Corbin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Thank you.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point. Now he's hit on the return.
Oh!
It's a loose football.
What the fuck?
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the
There's
football.
just no way.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Vikings. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Go ahead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down throw, Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Stafford, complete right side to Otten. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw, Stafford.
What a play.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I'm gonna get this.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down.
I switched to the wrong
brings
dude.
it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again is Stafford. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again on second down. Stafford got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 22-yard touchdown grab. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches? And let's face it, they all...
Why? Wait, what?
That's another matter entirely.
Set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss will be...